welcome back to my channel. It's me, Bun Afro, and I'm back to show you how to do this bun. Fuck that. No, I am back because I am making a hair video, and of course, anybody who knows that they are bunning it knows that it's probably not your best hair day. It just isn't, and that's okay, because I'm here to show you my four different favorite hair bun styles. Oh my. So I'm a big fan of the sleek bun. I feel like they're sexy. I feel like they make your face look good. I feel like you just can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. So let's get into it. First things first, I have my water bottle. This is like half water, half Apogee Pro Vitamin Leave-In Conditioner. This is very liquidy and I would not recommend it. That's why it's in this bottle, because I opened it and I was like, it didn't even seem like it should have this kind of. My hair is pretty dry. I don't like to add a lot of water. I definitely don't recommend like wetting your hair in the shower and then trying to do a style or a bun style. I just think it just can be too wet, and then I don't know, like the way my gel works, it's like you want your hair to be damp, not soaked, you know? So I'm gonna just damp it down, and then especially the front, the edges, you're not gonna want to have any oil on your edges. I know I use the Main Choice growth oil on my edges, but no, not today, not even the day before, just because your edges probably won't lay down the same. Let's do my slick back, so we're not gonna have a part. This is good if you're also going to like attach a ponytail to it. And I use my wet brush. This one's nice and clean. I just cleaned it. And I just start to move my hair to the back, slicking her back. I love this hairstyle because I like to show off my forehead. It's large and in charge, and why not, you know? Okay, so I kind of just get it where I want it before I add any product, kind of just see what I'm working with, because sometimes my hair will be like this and it'll actually like kind of care about me, and then sometimes it'll be so bumpy, so unmoisturized, just such a wreck that I'm like, okay, now I know what I need to do if I need to go back and detangle, you know. It just kind of gets it together. So start with that, and of course you don't want to use a ton of product, so I'm trying to see how much I can get away with without having to put a ton of product in it. Okay, which isn't, I can't go far. The gel that I like to use is Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink. This is her flaxseed elongating curling gel. This is not a gel for hold. This is not your edge control. This is not going to keep it anything but in the style, if that makes sense. This is a styling gel, you know what I'm saying? So I take, you know, back of the nail, about, you know, this much, not a ton. And I kind of just like, you know, pat. If you have a thicker texture, because I have very fine hair, but if you have like a thicker texture of hair, if you have coarser hair type, then what you're gonna want to do, and I'll demonstrate it for you, is you're going to want to section your hair a little bit differently. You're not just gonna want to put the gel on top. You're gonna want to kind of put the gel in layers. So where your crown is, like the crown is the thickest part of my hair, it might not be the thickest for you, but where your hair gets thick and kind of prevents you from having that sleekness, you're gonna want to put that gel and brush it down, and then lay this on top of it. And you can do that in as many sections as you need to get it as flat as you want to. It's just not super necessary unless I'm going for like, literally I want to look like I have like a bald cap. And I'm gonna start to figure out where I want my bun to sit on my head. This is kind of cute. And then I'm going to put my elastic around it, but this is not your final elastic. This is not even really your first elastic. This is just to hold it in place while I get the rest of my hair prepped. Okay. Just so it's secure, and I'm just like getting the idea. And then I'm gonna start wetting down my ponytail. Now this, if you want to go ham and just like go balls to the wall, like wet, do it. Like that's totally your prerogative. I don't think it's gonna really affect your style as much as this being like super damp. That can sometimes affect your gel or just the hold. You can kind of choose. If you want to add gel to your ponytail, you're more than welcome. If you want to use a conditioner, you're more than welcome. Just because this is the part, like my hair doesn't need hella hold for the bun specifically, depending on where it is on my head. Because sometimes it's like if I put it lower, I'll have more flyaways. If I put it higher, of course I'll have less flyaways. So since it's a bit higher, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of conditioner to just keep it moisturized. And then I take my boar bristle brush, and then this is when I start working on the very front section of my hair. So I kind of start pulling out my baby hairs, kind of just see what ain't gonna really stay gelled down. Cause like we all know, really you can just like run your hand over it, and like whatever falls out is kind of what needs to be laid down with edge control. So I just try and make sure y'all, this is where I always fail to remember, because like if you even look at my pictures, like you will always see these hoes just kind of chilling outside my slick bun. And I'm not doing this roughly at all, like literally the lightest little touch. I'm barely even touching my skin, like just feather them down. And then you're gonna take your hair out of the ponytail and redo it. And this is like gonna be your final bun. I go back in with my wet brush, smooth everything back out, and then take my boar bristle brush and start brushing it up back to where it was. Because this is gonna give you that smooth, sleek effect. And then the harder the brush you have, the easier it'll be to achieve that sleekness. And then sometimes if I do have a really rough patch, I'll take my edge brush, which is the hardest brush that I have, and just kind of go over it. I'm gonna add just a touch more gel and go over that with the edge brush. Good. Smooth it up from the back. Just as many people see you from the back as they do the front. And ever since I learned that, I realized so many people know that I really ain't shit. It should be quite easy at this point, because your hair should have like sort of a little bump where you want it, because you already kind of did it once. Okay, and then you can kind of see it's a bit uneven just in the tension of the ponytail, but that's fine. It shouldn't be a huge problem. You should just be able to brush it. And I'm also not too worried about my head looking lumpy, because I know my actual skull is lumpy. And I create my bun. Sometimes I just wrap the whole thing around in one big twist. If I want it to look a little cleaner, then I do this and I just twist it around itself like a little rope braid. But just twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it around, and this hair is like, get off me, bitch. And then secured. Lovely. And then you can kind of see it from the top. You know, there's hair there, you know. For my favorite edge control that I found, I love to use Style Factors, Edge Booster. This is the, which flavor is this? Cucumber lime scent. Don't get this. I just got it because I like blue. That was a mistake. I had the pink one before and that one was amazing. And I think I've just gotten used to the scent. But it's not a huge deal. But they do have a lot, excuse me, but they do have a lot of flavors. So if you have like a scent profile or something you like to stick to, then, you know, I love that they allow for that. And then at this point, I kind of decide how dramatic I want my edges to be. I think it's kind of cute to do, if you have like the big side edges, you know what I mean? You got the big side edges. I think it's kind of cute to exaggerate those. And yes, it's not just your edges, it's breakage and baby hair. Like who the fuck cares? Like it don't fit in the damn ponytail, but it gotta go somewhere. Like, especially if you want to like eliminate some forehead, then you can like totally do that. Like, and then some people lay their back edges. I cannot do that. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I cannot do that. Like, I don't have like the mirror for that. I don't have like the skill, but I can kind of like right behind my ear, I can see, so I can scoop that up. But that's about it. I really just go in with my boar bristle brush. Sometimes I tap it in my little edge thing and I just pop it up. Yes, this is the first bun. I call this one the Lori Harvey because I feel like she always has like this, that, and then like she would have like a ponytail probably. But yeah, if you want to attach a ponytail to this would be like the perfect one. You might have to make your bun a little bit smaller, but It's really sexy. Like, can we just have a moment for the sexiness? I'm feeling it. So cute, so sophisticated. Next bun. Next, I'm going to do the middle part high bun, the Kendall Jenner. The Kendall Jenner, I'll give it to her. She did invent this. But it is hard. This one is probably the hardest one of them all. Just because you do have to do a bit of smoothing. As far as parting down the middle, I find it so easy to just do it from the back to the front. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like it's always more precise when I do that. Okay. And then, okay, the key to this is to like constantly be smoothing, and when you find it, you just go for it. You will have to redo this. Don't even get excited. You know what I mean? Like, don't fool yourself, don't kid yourself, don't try and do this in 2 minutes because you will be disappointed. And I recommend starting with a deep part, but know that you will not end up with a part this deep because you're gonna have to like move it around a little bit. It's like a constant battle of like not covering up the part and getting your hair up. Just getting it up there, that's it. I figured it out. So you have to slick each side up separately. They're independent sides. Like, you see the part, you take it and you slick it up individually back. You know what I mean? Like, make it its own person. Okay. I'm actually pretty okay with that because at this point, I can make that what I need to. And then you're kind of gonna wanna like fake it a little bit. Like, your ponytail might not be that high, but you can make your bun higher than your ponytail. If that makes any sense. And you can just stilt the biggest part of your bun upwards and then secure it like this. And then you're gonna wanna go back in with your edge brush. Readjust this for you guys. And you're gonna wanna define your part. Smooth your hair over. This is so cute, and I'll never be able to do it again. Or you can always, like, if you want the part to be more defined, and depending on how your baby hairs are set up, I would just to define the middle part of it all. There it is. This is my high pony middle part, but still very, very, very slick. And then next, we'll do the low buns, my favorite buns. I love a low bun because they're so good for your hair. They're so much more of a protective style, and they'll save you your edges, I swear. It's so friendly to your hair. It doesn't give you the same face snatcheroonie as a high bun will do, but it also won't give you the traction alopecia. So, you know, we're here for it. But you can kind of go two ways with this. You can kind of do like the full bowl kind of thing where you kind of just like don't have edges, or you can have edges. So it's kind of just up to you. I'm gonna do the full bowl for this one because I like it. And of course some of your edges will stick out, but not as much. You don't have to do them as much. Kind of just gel them down. You can probably gel them down with your usual gel and just secure them. Yeah, just smooth it down. The back is probably the toughest part. Just gotta get that slick. And this is when you can like section your hair, like section right here, put gel, you know. Smooth that down, smooth that over that, you know, you get it really, really slick. Okay, moving on. So I'm actually gonna show you the final two kind of in one, just because This is the base of the hairstyle. So it's juicy. You don't want it to look crispy on top of your head, especially when you like slick your hair. The top of your hair is gonna look like slick and sleek and shiny. There we go. And I just get my little curls popping. Take my clip. Oops. And clip it to my head. Like that. And I love this style. This style reminds me so much of my mom because she was like the clip queen. Like this bitch had a, I don't know what it's called, chignon. I don't know. But this is like so Yvonne. So that's what I'll call this one. This is a Yvonne. It's body behavior only. It's so sexy. It's so easy. This is like my favorite grocery store hairstyle. I'm actually about to go to the grocery store. That's why I kind of like don't want to take it down. But, and then I would go in and, you know, just smooth it out. If you want to weigh, you know, your little baby hair right here, you can. Give a little curly Q swoop. And like, you're off. And you look so effing cute. So put together. And it just looks like you like tried so hard. So I love it. Did I wink or did I do this I'm such a good winker in real life. That's what pisses me off. It's like I can wink, but when I get on camera, I'm like like ridiculous. But I'm feeling this so much, like with the turtleneck, like such a vibe. And then you just twist it, twisty, twisty, twist. You can twist it tight, you can twist it loosely. You can kind of do like a bell if you want to, kind of like that. Maybe that's what I'll do. You know, let me not stray from my classics. Get crazy with it. And then this one, of course, all my hairstyles have a name for all my personalities. This one is olive oil because if you don't know the iconic skinny queen, then you need to brush up, bitch. Because this is olive and she's oil. She's slick, she's sleek, she's classic, she works for everybody, and I love it. I think this is just one of my favorite hairstyles ever. I'll always rock this bitch. Especially because it's so low tension. Like up here, I can literally like move my hair and it still looks good, but like it's not plastered down. It's not pulling my hair up. You know, this is how my hair would fall most days, so it's really nice. And especially if you wear a hijab, don't do a high bun. Use a nice low bun. I heard that from the hijab community. That's what they say is the best to keep your edges from, you know, no longer being intact. A nice low bun. And honestly, I have 2 bands on here. Actually, I think I have 3. You really, really only need to use 1 to 2. But we love her. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see any more hair videos, let me know. This is really fun. My arms really hurt. But I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I try and get back to y'all as quick as possible. If you like this video, don't forget to leave it a like. If you like me, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see more of me, you can always check me out on my Instagram. And other than that, I hope this video found you in the best place possible. Love you. Bye.